Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Media Truder, and welcome back to Starfield, where last time we wrapped up our business with the UC Vanguard and saved the entire galaxy from terramorphs by reintroducing dinosaurs onto every colonised planet. An act that I'm absolutely certain cannot backfire in any way whatsoever. Meaning today there's a lot we could do, jumping back to Ryujin for example, or maybe investigating the Crimson Fleet. But I can't help but notice we've been doing a lot of faction missions recently, and yes indeed, I wouldn't mind getting back out into space for a bit. And that means I was looking over my mission log, and I can't help but notice that, yes, there's something we got right at the start of the game that I've kind of been ignoring this entire bloody time. Here we go, Mantis. A Dead Space read a note about a secret outpost on Dinebola 1B, with a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity I should investigate, and I've decided that's precisely what we're going to do today. Because 1, we've never been to Dinebola before, and 2, there's a whole bunch of systems around here that I think I'm, more or less ready to go and pay a visit to. So, right, today we're going to go and investigate that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and en route, clear out the south of the galaxy. Before we do though, okay, I want to make some changes to my ship here. Because here's the thing about this ship, which is, some weapons, the EM weapons, those are brilliant and hilarious and I love them, and yeah, I'm completely won over, they are spectacular. Other weapons, not so much. Like, okay, the game makes a big deal about how these pulse lasers are incredible and rank 4 starship design, etc, but, I mean, come on. 19 shield, 6 hull, only 18 range, and it needs 4 power to run. Like, that does not strike me as a good system at all. So, on range alone, I feel like we want to, take those guys off. Because, you see, I can't help but notice that, yes, the power bars potentially go up to 12. Meaning the Obliterator auto-projector that did so well on my last ship, I mean, that only needs 2 power. So, in theory, we could have, 6 of those firing at the same time at a range of 3 cocking thousands. Here we go, 2 obliterators on the wings, 2 up top here, and 2 just underneath the cockpit, for a total of 6 which can just be powered within a single power bar, and, oh, we've got the reactor for this. This is gonna tear everything apart. Here we go, kicking off by, yes, swinging through these systems here, close by to Volley. Oh, and hello, sexy. We've got ourselves, wait a minute here. Looks like we got ourselves Varun visiting, and oh, Varun that's in range by looks of it. Hang on, wait for us to lock on. No, none of that, please. None of that. Oh dear, I think, buddy. Oh, hang on, just if we can, just, yes, take out that first one. Good. Oh, blimey, these guys are knackering me. Hang on, being a little bit knackered here by a larger, heavier ship. But if I can just get behind him, there we go. That's going to be you in a bunch of trouble. Okay, now we just stay behind you. You are definitely a larger, more angry ship, aren't you? Shields go down. Oh, yeah, okay. I'd say my new weaponry is doing the job nicely. I will not deny that was a little bit on the nasty side. That revelation was, okay, bit big, possibly a Class C. It was slow and chunky. Luckily, yeah, it was the grav drive that took most of the damage. Okay, bare minimum, we help ourselves to, a few bits and pieces we may need down the line. Lovely. Okay, just heal up the ship. Yes, that was what we wanted. We wanted a few, fights out in space. We need that, and honestly, I'd say my new weaponry did the job pretty nice. The problem is, it did, empty out pretty fast. We did run out of charge on it, which would suggest potentially, yes, okay. If I want to, make the cost less, I need to ultimately go and invest in the specific weapon perk. Right, in which case, let's just continue around the bottom here, see if we can stumble across anything rather interesting. Though, okay, honestly, I should probably let my ship heal up before we jump into the next fight. But screw it, I'm sure it's all fine. In we go, and okay, on this occasion, no trouble to kick us off. Lovely. Also, I'm going to be honest, I am over 100 hours into this game, And I only just noticed that, yes, when a star is glowing, that means you've been there before, and when it's not, that means you haven't. Right, that would have made life a lot easier had I realised that, like, 100 hours ago. Oh, and hello, sexy, hang on, we've just arrived in Nirvana, and we've got ourselves... Okay, we've got Starborn here. Am I ready, however, to take the bastards on? I might be able to sneak up on them a bit using, you know, this lovely, lovely meteor. Hang about. We're talking about... Hang on, there we go. Point blank range, point blank range, point blank range, point blank range. Okay, we've got, like, you know, one of them badly damaged here. The problem we've got here is... Well, there goes one. There goes cocking one. Okay, hang on. Is that the first time we've ever taken out one of you bastards? I think it might be. And it's kind of because they were coming one at a time, actually. Okay. As soon as we get within 3,000 meters, we can open fire. Just wait for you two. Have you even woken up yet? I'm not sure you're awake. As soon as the range. Go! Go, 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 go. Hammer you with everything we've got. And after that point, jump. Get in. Let's see if we can lock onto their systems in just a second. Maybe if we're lucky. Hang on, go over to here. Take out whatever this is. Ooh, solar weaponry, you say? Okay, for some reason these guys haven't, like, you know, woken up. They're just chilling. Which, in all fairness, kind of works for me. They've just Bethesda'd out. That's fine because... oh. Could I maybe help myself to a starborn ship here? Okay, just take out literally everything. Do not let them get... Okay, for some reason we can't hit the shield. Don't let them run. Do not let them run, okay? Get within range. No engine. And... unfortunately, it kind of looks like, you know, we can't, board them. Alright, you know what? Screw you. You just get to explode. And when I say explode... I think possibly they just quantumed out of existence. But bare minimum, I'm going to call this a huge win, alright? We now know we are ready to annihilate those guys, though if it's more than one time, it could potentially be a problem. Okay, and just next door in, yeah, Rivera. Can't help but notice, yes, abandoned weapon station. I cannot recall if I've ever explored an abandoned weapon station, though... thinking about it, like if there was going to be one location where you might be able to pick up some really nice sexy weapons. Okay, bring her down. Looks to me like, you know, a very nice, pleasant world to live on, all things considered. Though, okay, probably the people who, like, you know, currently live in the abandoned weapon station are... I really feel like we just landed too close to the abandoned weapon station. And I feel like you should be way more suspicious of the giant ship that just landed next door. Oh, and by the sounds of it, Andreja would like a chat in a minute. Okay, Andreja, we're gonna do the murder first. Then we're... oh, blimey, okay, we're immediately being shot. Okay, possibly they did notice some of the issues with the ship landing next door. Bare minimum, their turrets did. Hang on, that's not a turret, that is a person. Right, just take out the person. Everything's fine. Gravity is... oh, gravity's high. Don't like high gravity. High gravity means I can't just boost pack everywhere. Dear-o flipping dear. Right, bare minimum, most people haven't noticed what's going on here. So how about, oh dear, sniping while I'm, like, you know, partially invisible. That's going to be too far away though, surely. Right, bare minimum, just a mosey on him. Get down and see if we can avoid a trouble as far as possible. Keep your eyes open for, you know, issues. And Andreja's just going to run in the front door, isn't she? Bloody Andreja, she's probably about to ruin everything. Right, and... no, never mind, she's just... Andreja, are you sure this is what you... Andreja, please! Oh, she's still using her thingy, isn't she? Yes, yes, she is. Right, just wait for, you to pop up in just a second. I can't aim through my gun because I'm cocking invisible. Right, marvellous. Bare minimum, no chance in hell you're going to be able to, like, you know, hit me at this range with that sort of an accurate gun. So that's nice. Just wait for him to pop up in a second. Please pop up in a second. anytime you're... There we go. Lovely. Right, so that's just a mosey around the outside. There's plenty of them a very long way away. But if we're lucky, we might be able to, you know, just skirt around these chappies a little bit. And with my level of, yes, jetpacking, we can... Oh, hang on. We've got more trouble here. Mercs going on down in that direction. Hello over there. Okay. There's a lot of cover going on here. Right, just need to take out a fair few ecliptics, please. Lovely. The problem we've got here is range. This area appears to be pretty bloody big. So, okay, just to get inside and see what we can do to, yes, clear out the buildings one by one. And, ooh, level 52 executive. Well, lardy cocking da. Maybe be a bit more careful with, you know, him, John. Right. If you're a proper exec and whatnot, just explosions, please. Pop out. That's going to do some good work for you. And we should be able to just, yeah, get you round the corner. Marvellous ATXP. Nice. Okay. High-level system. Watch out for, you know, potential issues. And, ooh, particle grenades. Lardy cocking da.
Another one down.
And I think Andrage is just doing, you know, a good job murdering some of the people down below. Marvellous. Okay, I think everybody is now nice and dead. Just to push me over into, yes, the next level 2. We'll get to that in just a second, because for the time being, I mean, bloody hell, this place is pretty big. Like, there's gotta be a new skill magazine in here somewhere. Okay, bare minimum at number 1. Yeah, right by the ship in the center. That's where the storage key is, which could potentially be very useful for, yeah, breaking into the various storage sheds around the outskirts. And okay, one thing that could have made this much easier is, yeah, a couple of the side sheds contain computers, obviously for getting robots on side. Okay, multiple robots you could get on board. But okay, the very large shed at the rear of the facility, that's got to be where the storeroom is, right? Here we go. Storage key. Crack you open upstairs. And... hello there, sexy. Slightly increased magazine size and weapon bash critical chance. Okay, that second one's garbage. First one's not bad. For all allied armaments guns. I have no idea what brand all my guns are. Literally none. This thing is Combatech. The Reckless Bombardment is, by the looks of it, yes, that's allied. The operators is Laredo. But for the breach, say, I have a genuinely no idea. Possibly it's E10. If that's a brand, I don't know. Now we're done with the murder, and Andrage, you did want a word.
I have something I wanted to say. But I confess I am afraid of how you will react.
Okay, someone in the comments let me know this. Apparently I'm not supposed to know that she's part of House Varun, which is weird, because when she's not in a spacesuit, she wears clothing that, you know, very much conforms to the standard colour, pattern and design of House Varun gear. I kinda just assumed we knew you were House Varun, but I suspect you're about to confess it to me, like it's some big surprise.
The little I have spoken of my history has been nothing but truth. I worked with smugglers. I have caused my share of pain and suffering. What I have left out, until now, is that all of that was done on behalf of House Varun. My people. My family.
Okay. It's fine, everything's a-okay, bare minimum, we might be able to get some interesting answers out of her, because, yes, if House Varun was, like, you know, vanished and whatnot, how do you know, like, you know, where to send supplies, whatever it is you're gathering for your family?
They have retreated from open relations with the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective, but they still exist. I was born in the great city of Dazra, and raised with the teachings of Jinan Varun. I underwent the rite of Krijar when I came of age. I am of the promised, those who know the truth of the Great Serpent and his inevitable return.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of assumed she was like, you know, raised Varun, but wasn't necessarily a true believer up to this point, but right, it sounds like she's proper into the giant serpent and whatnot, so... okay, this sounds awesome. Can I join? I'm really sad that that's not an option. You know what? We're pretty close with that sounds impressive. Tell me more.
Thank you. I doubt many would see it that way. there is a reason I am only just revealing this now. Several years ago, I intercepted requests from Constellation to access Varun space, speaking only of exploration. I was sent to infiltrate Constellation, posing as a former smuggler looking for a new purpose in life.
Okay, so... right. Is that what you're still doing, or maybe now is it like, you know, more the other way round?
That was the intent. Yes, the reality is more complicated. Several weeks after I arrived, I attempted to access secure records within Constellation's archives. Vladimir and Sarah were waiting for me.
Okay, so... right. They 100% knew you were about to do that, but I'm guessing they were okay with it, and... okay, John, you've taken like 1 rank of 1 sneak perk. You are overstating your sneakiness here, but, okay. They weren't as gullible as you thought they might be.
That is not how I saw them. I was horrified. My failure would be reported to the High Council, and the penalty would be severe.
Okay, so I'm guessing they, like, you know, let you know some data, like enough to keep you out of trouble, and let you hang around anyway. So yes indeed, what information are you sending to House Varun precisely?
The history of Constellation, where expeditions are sent, data on star systems House Varun has not explored, some information on their members and goals. As you have seen, there is relatively little that would be considered classified.
Okay, so mostly you were just piggybacking off our survey data. Well, that's absolutely fine then.
I suppose that is one way of looking at it. Sarah has not asked me much about House Varun, but the information I send them could be seen as valuable to her. You and I have spent so much time together. It has been increasingly difficult to keep this from you. And I am sorry for that. Telling you this violates so many of the orders I was given. But it was the right thing to do. I can feel that.
Well, that's all we're getting out of her for now. So, okay, bare minimum, we now officially know about the House Varun stuff. Though, yes, unless I'm completely misremembering the circumstances of how we met, I suspect, okay, there's going to be a lot more to it than that. So okay, that's pretty much the south of the galaxy cleared out, and also some progress made with Andracha. How about we, yes, mosey on over to our main objective, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity over in Denebola. Right, in we come, and oh blimey, we've run straight into trouble. So okay, bad things are happening, and there's big rocks in the way, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to assist with this. Level 30 Claymore, just put some stuff into missiles. Please, we're being a bit shot here. Just rocks in the way, and missiles for you. Oh dear, there's a lot more going on here actually. There's, oh blimey, okay, hang on. The Ecliptic are here. I think there might be like other people helping me out. Hopefully there are. Take you out, please. Couple of missiles. We're making good XP, but this is... oh, this is not... There's a lot of firepower. There's a lot of firepower here. Take you out too. There's the Claymore. Bloody hell, please stop shooting me for like 2 minutes. We are just keeping up with this. Blimey, I think we're okay. Okay, there were a lot of cocky Ecliptic guarding this place. Still, bare minimum, now I think about it. That last level up I got over in, yeah, the weapons factory, McGibble. Okay, we're still not, you know, at Class C ships, but we're getting there, okay? This has been good for grinding up piloting. Still, that does give me, yes, a moment to do one thing I've been meaning to get to. Ballistics. Fairly boring perk in many ways, just giving me 10% more damage with, you know, standard ballistic weaponry. But do not forget, what we really want is, well, one, the octopus badge, because it's adorable, but yeah, way more importantly, 30% range. I mean, shotguns are ridiculous. Add 30% range to them, oh blimey hell. Okay, down on the ground, Fairly unremarkable outpost by the looks of it. No sign of trouble, no guards, no anything, but that many ships in orbit. Right. I feel like I may be walking into a trap here.
Get the hell out or we'll kill you. The lair of the Mantis is ours. 5,
Oh.
4, you get the hell out now. 3, 2,
Hello over there, no trouble. When I say no trouble. Right, you're dead now. That's absolutely fine, and oh, bloody hell. Right, my new sniper shotgun is getting the cocky job done. Okay. I think I see what we're dealing with here. This isn't just a base, this is a hangar. Because this is going to open up to reveal a ship at some point. So, okay, we might be trying to get ourselves a brand new ship here. Also, am I just misremembering, or yes, did this breach used to have only 6 bullets and now it's got 7? Because I think possibly I may be able to conclude, yes, this gun is an allied armaments gun, purely on the basis that it appears to have more ammo now. So, okay, that's nice bare minimum. Okay, in we go. So far, yeah, basic security not standing up to me in the slightest. Okay, here we go. Just make sure we know what's going on. And right, proper base probably means might be a good idea to, you know, use my silencer weaponry. Especially when I know where all the enemies are before they know. So, oh, optional learn more or straight up explore. Are you here or are you... Sometimes it's hard to know whether, like, you know, these people are actually in the same room as me. So okay, just keep on keeping on. I think plenty of these people are not in the same room as me. And they can't sneak up on me unless they've got a robot. He can. Right. Crack you open. Oh, Andreja, Andreja, don't do it, Andreja, Andreja, we were supposed to be doing sneaky, Andreja. This was supposed to be sneaky, but okay, fine, we're not doing sneaky. Also, don't walk in front of me when I'm shooting my shotgun, Andreja. Okay, I feel like in many ways, my plan to just, like, you know, be sneaky has not gone desperately cocking well. Maybe, like, you know, now you can just go over to the best shotgun, and... hey guys, just one grenade around the corner. That's you in a bit of trouble. Lovely, excuse me. No, no, no. Out we come. Hop out. Down you go. And you might just have... Sic Semper Tyrannis. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second, because you definitely had friends who were just running away from us. Never mind, they ran away a very long way.
So I met with a lawyer and was prepared to party. Hard. The video will was... emotional. Mom and I stopped talking years ago. Mom didn't look good. But it was Mom. As weird, crazy, and cryptic as ever. I'm almost surprised she remembered she even had a son. It was... hard to hear. Almost touching. But then the punchline. No inheritance until I go to Mom's secret base on Denabolo 1B. And she ends not with an I love you or an I'm proud of you. No. Sic Semper Tyrannis. My God. Always with that stupid Latin saying. Over and over she'd say that damn thing. Thanks, Mom. Thanks oh so much.
Okay. Inheritance on a secret base, and on top of that, hang about. This lair is a gold mine, the Mantis was loaded, the salvage top notch, and the good stuff's gotta be further in. The payout's gonna be extreme, just got to survive until then. Traps took out Carver and Zhang, Livy volunteered a couple of others from Iron Dave's crew. Poor bastards. Just gotta stay off Livy's radar, so... okay. This is like a secret base that someone tried to will to their son, but by the sounds of it, yes, they weren't excited about it, and... it's been picked over by raiders since, but they might not be able to get to the bottom of it because, well, there are traps. Okay. Keep on keeping on and see if maybe we can, I was about to say, chat to Leon if he's further inside, but no, instead, automated message.
You're doing well, Leon. Almost there. I know. Things have been difficult. The mantle of the Mantis is a heavy burden, but you can do so much good. The spacers and pirates need someone to fear, someone to check them, to make them realize some lines cannot be crossed. You have it in you, Leon. I know you do. Stay sharp, focused, just a little further.
And speaking of which, hello over there, don't mind me. Right, so we've got ourselves radioactive combat knife, brilliantly useful. Right there, everybody loves, yes, more damage, the less armor one has. 60 cocky damage, amazing. So okay, by any bloody chance, is this Bethesda's dumb superhero mission of the game? Because Bethesda loves their dumb superhero missions, okay? There was one in Fallout 3, there was one in Fallout 4, there was one in Fallout 76, and I suspect there's gonna be one right here too. Still, we're back to, you know, sneaky right now, so, excuse me, you can just go down. Ballistic damage getting the job done. Make sure we know who's where. Try not to stand next to this when it explodes, and, okay. We need to go get ourselves some fun superhero toys. Spacer, down you go. Down you go too. Some people are like, you know, suspicious, but, oh yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah. You have got no clue where I am. You still don't know to this day. And down you go. Okay. Silenced weaponry. Very badass. I do appreciate that. Right, keep it on. I think they're now waiting for me downstairs, but that's absolutely fine, because I can just toss grenades over the top of you stupid losers. This is the time for the cooking. Oh, yeah. This is coachman time, okay? This here is coachman time. Also, there absolutely was just a side passage that would let me, like, you know, get round the side of these guys. So how about we just mosey in that direction? Okay, much easier. Right there, tossing some grenades at me, are you lads? Okay, just in case, one basic med pack. Excuse me. Oh, John, don't underestimate them, okay? Right, just activate my abilities and take you out. Sorry about that, Andreja. Right, you just buzzsaw him with your mini McGibble. That's got to do some good work. That's him finished off. Good. Check for good loot. Chameleon. Ooh, chameleon. Okay, not bad, but to be honest, yeah, otherwise, very weak. We got chameleon through our helmet anyway. I think we're okay. And before we push on, I could have sworn I saw just a second ago. Here we go. Leon, the sun. Somehow he exposed the Mantis.
Moms. The Mantis? No way. I mean, the Mantis is a fairy tale. Someone to keep pirates from going off the deep end. I guess it's possible. She never talked about where she got her fortune. And man, she could handle herself anywhere. It's a lot to take in.
Okay, so he found out about it, but then, right, more crucially, his corpse. Found Leon's body. Looks like one of the damn traps got him too. Big fight over his body until I and Dave broke it up. Managed to grab his cred stick though, so bonus. Gotta wonder if the Mantis' own son got next. How can we do any better? Right, so possibly she may have, you know, slightly over-trapped her lair if her own son, who was supposed to be the new Mantis, was killed on his way in. Okay, we got a few more coming in here, and when I say a few more, quite a few more actually, so hello over there, don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me, and don't mind me. In fact, you know what, John? When you're dealing with, like, you know, a large crowds, etc., etc., you do have, like, you know, a weapon that makes people, like, sick and stuff. So let's, you know, see if we can maybe infect you with... Never mind, he's kind of already dead before he can infect other people. So possibly this is not going to go well. And by the way, so we've got ourselves additional trouble over here. Hello! Right. We've got ourselves... Oh, never mind. There's definitely still someone alive there. I thought you were dead. Sorry, my mistake. And now you're dead. Right, last handful of corpses to sort out, and oh dear. There's poor Leon right there. He did not survive.
Turrets! Turrets! Mom, why the hell? This whole thing is a sick joke. Gotta get out. Oh god.
Oh dear. Sounds like, yes, he walked straight into the turrets and they weren't smart enough to recognize the guy who was supposed to be the next Mantis.
Wait, don't shoot! I am unarmed. Look, we can help each other. I can be useful. Just don't kill me.
Okay, so... Yes, am I misremembering, or was Olivia mentioned on one of the slates, implying you might be a spacer? You know what? I'm not going to assume anything. Explain what's going on, buddy.
Livy, and I mean you, no harm. This place was full of traps. Traps everywhere. I removed them. But this corridor is just too dangerous. See? Looks normal. One step inside, slam! You are trapped. And nobody's been standing after the doors reopen.
Okay, so one final corridor before I can get to the Bat Cave, and... yes, indeed, I'm guessing you're like an engineer or something.
No, sorry. If I tell you that, then I lose my leverage. They're ingenious. Took a lot of lives to tease them out.
Okay, me and you, we are not friends. If you want to not die, bloody well help.
No one knew how to get through the corridor. But I figured it out. There are letters on the floor. It is a grid. Those letters must spell something. But there are so many words or small phrases.
Okay, by any chance is it Sic Semper Tyrannis? I mean, it's quite a long phrase to be honest, but... I mean, that feels right, surely.
Please, let me help. And just give me a taste of the cachet inside. You can trust me.
You realize that, of course, you cannot actually trust him.
Okay, Andreja is 100% correct. I'm really sorry. I do not want to trust you. Like, you know, you're going to have to give me something a bit better than what you've given me so far, Livy.
Trust is maybe too strong a word. We need each other, so we use each other. Then, when the arrangement is no good, we decide then?
I feel like he's going to betray me. Like, really soon. No, I'm not doing it. He specifically told me his way of dealing with traps was to make someone walk into them, and then they died, so he could make progress, and now he wants me to walk into the trap corridor. No. Sorry, you don't get to live. And, oh, he's level 1. Oh, well, that's cocky adorable. Okay, the problem we've got here is... this is nowhere near enough letters to spell out Sic Semper Tyrannis, but bare minimum. Okay. It feels like they've deliberately marked out this as... I feel like you are in many ways undermining the trap right now. Bloody hell, Bethesda. Okay, just moseying up top here. What we've got is, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sic Semper Tyrannis obviously is too long. Sic and Semper aren't right. Tyrannus could be. So, okay. Now it's just that, yes, hang on. We've got ourselves, ooh, a T. Is that a Y? And then an R. Okay. We might have something here. T. And then... is that a Y or is it a V? I think it's a Y. Well, I've not been shot yet. So, R. A. Then, hang on. Is that an N or an H? It's kind of, no, that's an N. N. Then looking for another N. Then I. And then S. Boom. Lovely. Push the button. Figured it out. So, problem solved. I have taken care of the puzzle. Right, so then we've got at the side over here. Okay. Expert locked, unfortunately. We need to find ourselves, yes, a key, a master computer that can override things, etc., etc. But, I suspect that may have been the end of the... Oh, hang on. Hang on, I may have just... Did I activate a secondary trap? I didn't see an alternative secondary trap, but okay, fine.
I am sorry I could never show this lair to you. The lair is a secret that's been passed down for over 100 years. And there are rules. You remember when you were a teenager? All the training, the drills, all of it was to prepare you for this. I know you have it in you, Leon.
Okay, unfortunately it turns out he didn't, sorry. Well, last handful of robots go down. I think we're well hidden at this point, and... oh my. I think we're about to pick up a lovely, sexy new ship, and... okay, question's gonna be, can it possibly be better than my existing ship?
Leon, you've done it. You're here. The lair now belongs to you. Inside, you will find all you need to be the Mantis, my darling boy. I haven't been the best mother in these final days. I wish. Be a better Mantis. Be a better person than I was.
Okay, so once again, her son didn't actually make it in, but whatever, and no! No! Down you go, just one more will take you out. Right, any more robots? Hard to conking say, because they don't show up with star stuff, unfortunately. But, John, why are you still doing star stuff? You know it doesn't work, so... right. Basically, yes, Bethesda just loves making the Batcave. There was a Batcave in Fallout 76 as well, though. Honestly, this one is more impressive, I'll give them. So, okay, just a mosey round the back here. By the looks of it, we've got ourselves a proper set of living quarters, lovely, including... okay. Here we cocky go. It's this game's, Antagonizer, or Silver Shroud, or... I've forgotten the name of the one from Fallout 76, but she was in it too. And... oh my. Gonna be honest, I'm not delighted by, the way the main armor looks. Kinda looks like, future sci-fi surgical scrubs. I'm not super into that. And also, okay, mechanized is good. That I'll give you. 40 carry capacity, that's great. Beast Hunters and galvanized, that's honestly underwhelming. Now, the helmet. Resources down 25%, reactive and ablative. That's kind of bad too, actually. Okay, can we get, one good one right at the end? And repulsing Mantis. Basic boost pack, repulsing, so okay, might disarm. Thermal resistance, those are both terrible. Combat veterans kind of okay. But I feel like, not spectacular, so... right. I've got a better plan for this stuff. Andreja, you can be the Mantis. Though unfortunately right now, yes, we're inside, so we can't actually see her wearing the gear, though. Seriously, how on earth did you think we didn't know you were House Varun? You're literally wearing the correct colours and patterns. Okay, before we move on to the ship, because yes, I'm not sure whether the ship is really going to be able to stand up to, the reward for the entire Freestar Collective quest. We might have ourselves one storage crate we can't get into, however... holy flip me, the original Aquila City Charter. I'm kinda sad Sam isn't here for this now. Okay, basically, there happens to be a much better jetpack, right here, round the back of the Mantis' storeroom. So yeah, I can either have a 20 carry capacity and also reduction of 10% in incoming damage, which is pretty good. Or, yeah, slightly better on all stats, but minus 15% damage from humans. Ooh, that's tough, actually. You know what? I feel like I'm probably better with the legendary gear I've already got. Oh, and one computer that might help explain a few things. And, oh dear. Right. Been going through the motions of living, fighting, and carrying on. All I can think is, you've got a year to live, Dory. Okay, at the office, the sad eyes of the doctor. Leona was never going to be ready, because she unfortunately was told she had a year to live by a doctor, when she was otherwise probably still going to live a decently long life. So, I know Leon could do it. I failed him so much, the job always seems so pressing. If I'm brutally honest with myself, the nannies and boarding schools raised him more than me. But there is greatness in him, if only he could see it. I'm gonna be honest, it turns out you were wrong, sorry. Meanwhile, going back in time a bit, okay. I've taken lives before the first time I did it as the Mantis, so at one point, the ship, the Razorleaf, was years ahead of everybody else, but oh dear. It sounds like as time's gone by, the ship's fallen behind a bit, or rather, everyone else has caught up. By the sounds of it, yeah, she was part of a long line, and maybe not necessarily a family line. I'm not sure why the old Mantis chose me. So, it's not just, passed down through the family or anything, suggesting, yes, possibly Dory just didn't choose very well. Right, bare minimum, just make sure we've not missed anything else over here in the Bat Cave proper. Well, not that I can see, so in which case, just activate the... I think I may have just sent the ship up to the surface, like... Was I supposed to do that? I felt like I might have wanted to, maybe go and look at it before I did that. Okay, hang on, I think I saw an elevator over here too. Oh, and here we go, now I've stepped outside, here comes the new Mantis with her minigun of justice. Brilliant. And here's the ship itself, though... Okay, I'm going to be honest, oh... It's got $2,000, for some reason, fair bit of XP too. Yes, it does rather look like, a fairly normal ship, just in a white and yellow. I was hoping for maybe, something a bit unique and special, given the armor is. Still, in we go. Let's see what we've got inside. So, lights off for the time being. Got one navigation console right downstairs here. And right at the end, right, that's the cockpit. So, okay, she's a small vessel. Got it, though fairly neat and tidy next to some of them. That's nice, at least. Just a mosey on up to the top floor as well. Pretty much just jazz. An armory. Okay, this is where you kept all the guns. Right, back to the cockpit in that case. So, just a mosey on through here. Oh dear. I've kind of got used to, really big ships, where I've got plenty of space in the cockpit. This just feels claustrophobic at this point. Still, bare minimum, no reason not to claim it. Andreja, you're kind of in the way there, going to be honest. And up she goes into the sky, and yes, because I've taken off in her, that means presumably everything's now moved over to this ship, including crew, and yes, the entirety of the cargo hold of my previous ship. Yep, there we go. Cargo is now 2,116 out of 420. Because even if you, literally can't fit your cargo into the new ship, it just sort of moves over anyway to whatever ship the game deems to be your home ship. So, okay, now we're up to 5 ships. The Razorleaf, the original Frontier, the Dodgy Flamingo, the Wanderwell, that was the gift from my mum and dad, and the Star Flamingo, which is embarrassingly better than the Razorleaf, to be honest. But then again, that does give me an idea. I mean, those notes did just say, this ship needs, a complete refresh. And if I want to get better at starship design, then I've got to be, plugging advanced gear onto ships. And meanwhile, the building I literally work in Neon, well, that just happens to be the Taiyo Astroneering headquarters. So how about we call it a part for now, but next time, right, we're kicking off with, for the very first time, a complete ship rebuild. Up to this point, we've done the odd improvement, we've jazzed up the weapons, we've improved the shielding, etc, etc, but I have never torn a ship down to nothing and rebuilt it from scratch, and I'd say that's precisely what we need to do here. Because if in fact the Mantis is, the boogeyman feared by the Spacers and Crimson Fleet, then if we're gonna go and meet the Crimson Fleet, we're doing it in the Coking Mantis' ship, because that's just too hilarious not to do. So, shipbuilding and a brand new faction quest coming up next time. Hopefully, you're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Starfield. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.